Welcome back to the InfoGuys channel.
Ever looked up at the sky and wondered how much a cloud weighs? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Surprisingly, a typical cloud, with all its fluffiness and seemingly weightless state, weighs around a staggering 1,000,000 tons. Now you might be wondering, how do we even calculate that? Well, it's all about volume and density. A typical cloud has a volume of around 1 square kilometer. Its density, which is a mere 0.4% lower than the air around it, is approximately 1.003 kilograms per cubic meter. This slight difference in density is precisely what allows these massive formations to float. It's fascinating, isn't it? A cloud, something that appears so light and airy, is indeed a massive structure, heavier than all but the largest of man-made structures. So, next time you see a cloud, remember it's a 1,000,000-ton wonder floating in the sky. Did you know giraffes are 30 times more likely to get hit by lightning than humans? It's a fact as peculiar as the creatures themselves. Between the years of 1996 and 2010, there have been only 5 well-documented fatal lightning strikes on giraffes. Doesn't sound like much, right? But consider this. The giraffe population during that time was just around 140,000. This equates to roughly 0.003 lightning deaths per 1,000 giraffes each year. Now let's compare that to humans. The giraffe's towering height and the relatively small population make the fatality rate staggeringly 30 times higher than that of humans. So while their height gives them a splendid view of the savannah, it also makes them a prime target for a lightning bolt. It's a shocking truth, but being tall in a thunderstorm has its risks. Ever thought identical twins have identical fingerprints? Think again. This common misconception couldn't be further from the truth. While identical twins do share the same DNA, making them genetically identical, their fingerprints are not mirror images of each other. You see, fingerprints aren't purely a result of genetics. Instead, they're shaped by a fascinating interplay of genetic and environmental factors. These environmental factors come into play during the twins' development in the womb. Factors such as the length of the umbilical cord, the twins' position in the womb, and the rate of finger growth all impact the formation of these unique identifiers. This is why, even though identical twins share the same genetic blueprint, their fingerprints are as unique as they are. Every ridge, loop, and whorl is a testament to their individual journeys, even before birth. So no, you can't blame your crimes on your twin. I feel like days are getting longer? They actually are. It's not just your imagination or the endless demands of modern life. The Earth itself is part of this grand time trickery. You see, our planet's rotation is gradually slowing down. This deceleration is happening at a leisurely pace, though, with the length of a day increasing by roughly 1.8 seconds every 100 years. But let's rewind the clock a little, say about 600 million years ago. Back then, a day on Earth was a brisk 21 hours. Yes, you heard that right, 21 hours. Imagine how different life might have been with fewer hours in a day. Now this change is gradual, so don't start planning for those extra hours just yet. It will take about 3.3 million years for the day to lengthen by a minute. So if you've ever wished for more hours in a day, your wish is slowly coming true. Did you know your brain is constantly eating itself? It sounds alarming, doesn't it? But don't panic. This is a natural and necessary process known as phagocytosis. During phagocytosis, your brain cells or neurons envelop and consume smaller cells or molecules. This isn't a harmful process, rather it's a crucial part of maintaining the health and function of your brain. You see, the human brain is like a bustling city with millions of cells working, communicating, and sometimes even dying. When cells die, they need to be cleared away to make room for new ones. That's where phagocytosis comes in. It's like the sanitation department of the brain, cleaning up the cellular debris and keeping the city running smoothly. But it's not just about cleanup. Phagocytosis also plays a key role in brain development, immunity, and cellular repair. So, while it may sound like a horror movie plot, it's actually a lifesaver. Your brain is a self-sustaining powerhouse, constantly working to keep you at your best. Ever wondered about the size of dinosaur dung? Well, brace yourselves, because the largest piece of fossilized dinosaur poo ever discovered is a record breaker. It measures over 30 centimeters long and has a staggering volume of over 2 liters. That's a lot of dino doo-doo. This colossal coprolite, a scientific term for fossilized feces, is believed to have been deposited by none other than the Tyrannosaurus rex, the king of the dinosaurs. This might seem like a bit of a gross fact, but it's actually incredibly important for science. You see, by studying this preserved poo, paleontologists can gain insights into the diet of the T-Rex. What did this fearsome predator munch on millions of years ago? The answers lie in its droppings. From bone fragments to plant material, every piece of evidence helps to build a clearer picture of the prehistoric world. Sometimes even the most unlikely finds can lead to significant scientific insights. If you could paint the universe, what color would you choose? A fascinating question, isn't it? It's one that scientists took to heart in 2002. In their quest to understand the cosmos a little better, astronomers embarked on a study, a kind of galactic color matching project, if you will. They aimed to discover the average color of the universe by studying the light emitted from a large number of galaxies. After analyzing the light from over 200,000 galaxies, they discovered something unexpected. The universe, it seemed, was not a deep, dark black or a dazzling blue. Instead, it was a shade of beige, close to white. They named this color cosmic latte. So next time you're gazing up at the night sky, remember, behind the blanket of stars and the inky darkness, the universe is actually a soothing shade of beige. The universe, it turns out, is a cosmic latte. Ever wondered how animals perceive time? The concept of time perception isn't exclusive to humans. Animals too experience time, but in a manner uniquely different from ours. It all comes down to how rapidly their brains can process incoming information. Let's consider smaller animals like salamanders and lizards. They perceive time more slowly when compared to larger animals such as cats and dogs. This is because their brains process information at a different pace. Picture this. Where a cat might see a swiftly moving object, a lizard would see the same object moving at a more leisurely pace. This difference in time perception could be the reason why smaller animals can react to fast-moving threats with such impressive agility. It's almost as if they have more time to respond. So the next time you see a lizard darting away at lightning speed, remember, in its perception, it's not really rushing. In the eyes of a lizard, we might all be living life in the fast lane.
Subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.